Okay, today we're going to do our third tangle, and I think I'm going to do a floral, which is looks like this. Okay, I'm going to start in the middle here. Actually, I'm going to start on the end. So we're going to do the middle part, and I'm going to start on this end here because I have a little bit more room to work with. And what we're going to start doing is called a carpet daisy. So you start off by making little petals, and you just keep turning your tile, little petals. Okay. Then what you do is you add another petal in between two of them. And then don't worry about any blank space because we're going to fill that in with black. Okay. And then what we're going to do is when you get to the middle where the little single one you did was, you're going to do a double. And it kind of looks like a heart. And you're going to keep turning your tile. And you're going to blacken in the empty spaces. I have to get close up so I can see what I'm doing. So you basically go between doing one petal and two petals. Wherever you feel like you can fit in two petals, because once you start going, they start kind of squishing together a little bit, which is okay. Like I said, we're filling in. So I'm not going to make it too big because I need to do the petals around it. And then I'm going to fill in some of these spaces. And then, see, I'm off to the side of this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to make a big petal. And then as I go around, I'm going to follow it around where it would be, around my flux here. Let me get my other pen out. This one is skipping. And then I'm going to keep turning it. Now this one is going to kind of look like it's off to the side there. And then that one is going to look a little similar there. So now I have a flower there. And then I'm going to outline the inside of the flower. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do a second tangle because this is a simple flower. We're going to do a grid tangle. So what you're going to do is, now you can do it sideways or you can do it straight up and down, but I'm going to make a grid. And I'm going to do mine kind of straight up and down. And then I'm going to turn it and draw another line so it goes horizontally, and then we have a grid. And so let's see, this one here looks like it would be here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is something called Bales, which is also going to wind up looking a bit like a floral. So we're going to go make a little half circle on one side, and then make a little half circle on the other side of the line. And then we're going to do that all the way down. If you come across something that runs into it, you just go around it so that it looks like it's kind of in back of it. So I'm going to do that for all of my vertical lines, and they can be as curvy as you want or as straight as you want. It's okay, whichever way you like. But this is one of those kind of fill-in tangles. It's also nice when you have a closed kind of tangle next to an open tangle. So this is pretty closed, and this is closed in the sense that you fill in the black areas, so there's not any open space. Now we're going to have an open space tangle, and they kind of blend well together. Okay, so now what we're going to do is turn your tile and do it on the other side. And you can see it's starting to form like a flower, because these look like flower petals or leaves, whichever you prefer. Okay, I have a little bitty one over here, and then this one over here. Okay, so now what you can do is you can add another one, or you can start shading. What I like to do is put a little circle with my pencil in the middle of them, and it makes it look a little bit more like a flower. And then start shading around. Remember, I know that everybody doesn't have blending stump, so you can just use your pencil to blend. You can use your finger. I'm using my tortillon, which is a blending stump. And it sort of gives it a more, it's more blended, it's a more muddled look. Now you might want to go over with your pen and actually make your circles blacker. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to shade a little bit of my flower. And once again, this will give it a little bit more depth. Okay, and that is your first tile. So you have flux on here, over here. You have a crescent moon. In the center here, you have a carpet daisy. And then you have what's called Bales, B-A-L-E-S. So I'm going to write on the back of my tile what I have: the crescent moon, the flux, the bales, and the carpet daisy. And I'm going to put today's date on it. But the other important thing you should do is sign your tile. So which is you put your initial somewhere. Some people call it a chop. And then you just kind of look at it and appreciate how beautiful it came out. And that's it. And that's your first tile. I hope you had a good time, and we'll see you tomorrow.